We're going to the lines. We're going to go back to Anfield in a second. Apparently, Patrick Vieira is not far away from Sam Matterface. But the first caller of the evening, first caller of the week, goes to Ayo, Liverpool fan. Ayo, good evening and welcome.
Hello, good evening, guys.
You okay?
Yeah, nice, nice. Jason, yes. What have I got to say? Well, I'd say if you get to a certain level in life, I don't like the word X. You want to be X this, X that. You have to punch at that level. Liverpool have set a standard for themselves where they either stay and maintain that standard or go higher. They can't go below, And I'm a different Liverpool fan. I don't know what people say, but I would say, they need to do something differently. If you're doing the same thing you're doing every time and you want to tweak it a little bit, you want to do something different. I know we can do more with the recruitment. We've got injuries. It's like you're a businessman, you are somebody in life. You need to plan that's why you do risk assessments in jobs that you do. Liverpool cannot go through this season without thinking, hold on, what if we have injuries like 2 seasons ago to our centre back? So they should have planned, and they can't say plan, but they've not done that. Mane was going to be a big miss. I'm not really convinced at the players they have got to do it. If the players who have got, for me, they're going to get us top 4.
Okay, it's a slight knee-jerk reaction there. What do you think? 03717 2233 Kevin is a Liverpool fan. Kev, good evening.
Hi, Kev.
Good evening.
Kev, welcome to the show, buddy.
All right, mate. Yeah, listen, I just want to talk about the Nunez sending off. Yeah. I thought it was a disgrace what he's done. He said everything what came to him, and don't really let himself down. Liverpool Football Club down big time.
I can't disagree, Kevin, and he'll know that better than anyone. But he lost his cool, and he allowed Andersen to get under his skin. And look, in the heat of battle like that, we know at times it can be difficult because there's so much at stake. It was a frustrating evening, not just for Liverpool, but Nunez wasn't really getting the sort of service, or there was 1 or 2 half chances. He couldn't quite get his shot away in the first half. But you're right. He's let his side down, Dino, and he will be disciplined. Jurgen Klopp won't have that, mate. He won't.
No.
He won't. By the way, we've got Patrick Vieira. Let's go back to Anfield. Patrick Vieira is with Sam Matterface.
Yes, Patrick Vieira is alongside me. You took the lead at Anfield. They went down to 10 men. Are you disappointed you didn't take all 3 points in the end?
No, not at all. I think you have to analyze the game in a different way and look in the quality of that Liverpool side. So I'm really pleased with the points that we take. I'm more pleased with our performance. I think, came in here last year where we had a good performance as well, but we conceded 3 goals. I think today we defended well the set pieces. We defended well as a team. We accept that they will have the ball. We didn't give them so much space, and in the counter-attack we created a couple of good situations.
Yeah, you did create a couple of good situations, especially in that second half as well. And there were a couple of moments where you maybe could have scored a second goal. You spoke in the build-up to the game about being ruthless and taking chances. Were you scratching your head at times as to how they weren't put away?
Yeah, and that is something that we have to improve, especially when you're playing against those big teams where you're not going to create very much, but the small chances that you create, you need to score. And I think today we had that possibility to score more than once.
Yeah, indeed, but it is another point on the board, or it is a first point on the board, and a competitive game against another big team. Last year you went away to Manchester City and took 3 points. You drew here tonight. You play well against Arsenal in patches. How much encouragement does that give you for the season?
I think it's quite positive. Of course, when you play against Arsenal and Liverpool, who playing to win the Premier League, it's always tough games to play. That's why those performances will help us to believe more in ourselves, to believe more in each other, and to believe even more on the way we want to play the game. And what is important is to keep working. We know that we have talent, we have quality players, we have a really good organization, but being consistent on those performances will help us to win football matches.
Your chairman's standing just over there, waiting for you to finish this interview. Are you going to say to him, after such a good start to the season, can I have a striker from the transfer market between now and the 1st of September?
With the way that Wilfried plays as a number 9 tonight, I think he will not going to allow me to have a striker now. No, regardless, I always say it since the first day that I'm really pleased with the squad that we have. I think what is really important is to have a team who are dedicated to what we try to do, and if we manage to keep that kind of spirit and quality that we have, we can win football matches.
Well, for the second week in a row, it's been a terrific watch. Thank you very much for having us again. Speak to you soon. Cheers.
Thank you.
Nice to see you, Patrick.
Cheers, Sam. Thank you very much. That was Patrick Vieira, Crystal Palace manager. Tactically, he set his side out 5 at the back, 4 across the middle, 1 up top. They went away to one of the toughest places in world football. I didn't think they would get anything. I thought Liverpool would just steamroll them. And they defended, some of those boys in there put in some heroic performances.
And Liverpool missed a load of chances.
They didn't miss a load of chances,
They got in some... Nunez missed 2 or 3.
There wasn't loads, though.
Well, yeah, but they were cutting through them. I thought they were going to score any minute. And I agree with his tactics up until Liverpool got a man sent off. When they got a man sent off, I thought he would have stopped Liverpool building the play up. Liverpool haven't got an aerial threat, so make them kick it long. Make them kick it from back to front. They should have pushed into midfield and stopped Liverpool building the play up. The positives for Liverpool, Trent Arnold played really well. Yeah. Some of the passes he hit were fantastic. Diaz scored a wonder goal.
He came to life, by the way, when he did. It was one of those that he thought, right, I need to do the work of 2 men here, and he did. Yeah,
well, the whole team sort of dug in. They didn't lose their belief, but I think Palace allowed them to come forward and build up. And I was thinking...
So what are you saying? You having a pop at Vieira?
27% possession against 10 men.
Yeah, but you're away at Liverpool, Dean.
Yeah,
you're against one of the...
Before the game, 1-1 will do. Yeah. Great result. But not when Liverpool were down to 10 men. I think there's your chance to get 3 points at Anfield.
Yeah, but they scored the goal not long after the red card. So there wasn't bags of time. Once they got their noses back on level terms, Liverpool... I felt there was only one team going to win it. I think at that point...
Was he scoring an hour? There was an hour gone, I think, when he scored, was it?
I think Palace take that, mate. At 1-1, with Liverpool's tails up, I think you take that.
You take it before the game, but when you see they're down to 10 men for such a long period of time...
You're a hard man to please. No,
I thought they should have gone for it.
To Liverpool.
What have you got to lose? A point?
They go to Liverpool and they get a point, and you're having a pop at him.
No, I'm saying, I thought, and it's up to him what he does. I thought they would have had the belief that they could go and score a goal against 10 men.
Apparently there was a minute between the red card and the goal. So there's not the sort of time that you would have felt that they could adjust and grow. 4 minutes, go into that game where they could go in and say, do you know what, we've got this numerical advantage. Let's find a way to draw Liverpool or work around. Once they got them back level terms, the game was a 50-50 call from there, right there for me. 03717 223344. Tony's a Liverpool fan. Tone, evening.
Hi, Tony.
Hi,
How are you, Tony?
Good. Yeah, I've just been there.
Tone? Sorry, Tone. I don't know what's happened there. Looks
a bit muffled.
Yeah, a bit muffled, Tone.
Can you hear me now?
That's better, Tone.
Yeah, I've just been again there. And before the game, I believe we needed a couple of players because you get a few injuries and our squad's depleted. We're crying out for an attacking midfielder for me, and I just can't get my head round. We haven't signed him. City have improved, and we lost Origi and Mane, so we've replaced one of them. We need another striker as well, Dean.
And Minamino's gone.
And Minamino's gone, yeah. So I'm losing. I'm 4 points behind City already. I remember last season we drew Brentford away 3-3, and we drew Brighton at home, and then points cost us the league in the end.
So what do you? Look, there's 36 games left, Tony. Right? You're sounding very despondent. I know what it can be like after a disappointing performance and result, but you're not suggesting for 1 second, are you, that the title is over?
I really believe that it's a massive task now for Liverpool to get back into this.
4 points.
I just can't see.
We're only 3 days into the season.
I know it's mad to say it, but that's how good City are.
Yeah, they are, but it's 4 points. Tone, you've still got to play them twice.
Do you know what, Tone, as well? I think Man City they've dropped a clanger getting rid of Jesus and Zinchenko and Sterling.
Well,
I think you'll miss them 3 badly.
Well, time will tell. Is that we are, as football fans, we are very knee-jerk, and there can be lots of reactions and lots of, emotions getting in, and sometimes we think our club is better than it is, and vice versa. I just think after 2 games, Two disappointing results, admittedly. And I have to say, the stat that should concern Liverpool fans is out the last 9 games they've conceded 8. 8 of those games, they've gone a goal down first. That's a worrying, because you've got to then, and Liverpool are brilliant at it. One of the very best at coming back and finding a way to get a result from a losing position. Right?
They've just done it twice.
Poor
performance against Fulham, good performance tonight.
But they dropped points on the back of it. That's where but you then have to score 2 to go and win a game.
I mean, the lads got sent off tonight.
But also
Jace.
the way Liverpool set themselves up, right? If you go 1-0 down to Liverpool, literally they've got you where they want you, right? They've got you where, because they are one of the best sides at sucking you on, and then bang, they can go. When they're chasing the game, Liverpool, it gives you something to dig into and hold on to, and you saw that tonight.
So what? Before the game, when we seen the lineup, you knew what the tactics were tonight.
Yes, of course.
So Zaha plays him up front.
Yep.
When you get the ball, lads, first thought, can you put him in on goal? Matt Phillips gets caught in no man's land, going towards the ball, by the way.
Yes, he gets caught. He
must have known before the game.
But by the way,
don't let him get him behind you.
In that situation, it was 4v2. Palace had 3 men in the middle of the park and Zaha.
Yeah,
so
but
they
didn't
were overrunning there. No, but
that didn't count. One passed and all of them.
You're not wrong. What I'm saying is, in front of him, Liverpool's midfield were non-existent on that goal. You have a look at it again.
Have a look. Because they're throwing bodies into the box. You've got to trust the 2 centre-halves on the halfway line to just defend it.
It's 4v2.
Yeah, but
4v2.
No, but they're throwing bodies into the box, right? They've lost the ball. Your 2 centre-backs against 1 striker. Do not let him get in the grass behind you. Let him have it to his feet. And you give your partner a chance to help you. But once you step towards the ball there, Van Dijk can't help you.